All right, hello and welcome to Movement Monday. So today, another dynamic flow for you. Today's session, we will focus on heating the body quite quickly. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat and begin just to roll your shoulders. So just roll the shoulders up towards the ears and then back down again. You don't have to be in the same seat that I am, especially if it's hard on your knees. Just find a comfortable place to be for you. And just continue to roll the shoulders up and back, warming up through the shoulder blades. Then reverse the order, bringing the shoulders forward, bringing them back and up and back over again. Now begin to breathe in, raise the arms all the way to the sky, and then bring the hands to heart center. And then here you're going to turn the palms away so fingers facing away from each other, and then slide the fingers and grasp onto the fingers and then pull them apart. This is a mudra for strength and a really beautiful heart opening position. Breathe. And then let go, bring the arms up again, placing them to heart center in Anjali Mudra, prayer mudra. And let's go the opposite direction. So the way that kind of feels awkward, go ahead and just turn your palms, slide your hands, grasp your fingers, pull them apart, open up the heart. Breathe in, bring the arms up, back down, and let's repeat. Pull the fingers, open the heart center, elbows away from each other. Breathe in, hands back towards heart center, and again, doing it the way that maybe feels a little awkward, pulling the fingers, grasping on here, and feel that strength in your heart center. Breathe in, then bring the hands up, and then go off into a nice little seated twist here, your version. Take a couple of deep breaths. Then bringing your arm down, sweeping the other arm up and around, open up the side of your body here. And then maybe if you'd like, take the bind. So wrapping your top hand around your back, grabbing onto your thigh if that's accessible. Breathing up and then bringing the hand back around, back into your twist. Bring both hands up, breathe in and exhale out to the other side. So of course we'll just repeat what we just did on the one side. Hand down to the floor, reach up and around, stretch, and maybe taking the bind if you did on the other side. Breathe in, raise your arm up, come back into your twist. Spine is nice and tall and long here. Breathe in, both arms up, and then just bring them around. So wherever you are in a seated position, just forward fold, bringing the arms back or keeping them forward, whatever works for you. Deep breath in, we'll roll you back up, and then coming onto all fours. Tuck the toes here, arch the back, breathe in. Exhale, round through the spine, cat-cows. Inhale, squeeze the scapula together, your shoulder blades. Exhale, pull them apart. And continue doing this with your breath here. Breathe in on the way down and exhale on the way out or up. Then when you're ready, take it up and back into downward facing dog. So we're going to start to build a little bit more heat now. So let's pedal out the feet. Let's warm up the legs, maybe even shake the hips from side to side. Stretch out the calves. And find a downward facing dog full of stillness. Bringing one leg into the center and then pressing the heel down with your other leg. Then lifting the lifted leg up towards the sky and roll the ankle. Do it both directions. And then bringing in the knee to chest and then step it forward, bringing the back leg down. Go ahead, untuck the toes, open up the heart center, breathe in. Then tuck the back toes, lift up the back leg and round the spine. So a version of cat-cow here. Untuck the toes, bringing the knee down, open up the heart. Exhale, round through the spine, tucking the toes, lifting the back leg, breathe out. Let's do that one more time. Absolutely fabulous. So go ahead here and send your front leg back. Hold your plank. Breathe. Tuck the tailbone down towards the heels. Puff up through your upper back. Lengthen the crown of your head away from your tailbone. Then send it up and back, downward facing dog. Great job. So already building up some heat there. Pedal out the legs if that feels good, or find stillness in your dog. All right, stepping the other leg into the center, followed by the other foot, pushing the heel down, stretching out the calf, bending through your knee, then lifting the lifted leg, rolling through the ankle one way, and followed by the other way. Bringing the knee into the chest and step it forward into a nice low lunge, dropping the back leg down. Untuck your toes, breathe in, open up the heart center. Exhale, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, round the spine, little version of cat-cow here. So let's do this 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathing out, rounding the spine. And let's send that back leg, front leg back, plank pose. Hold. You got it. Then begin to move it forward and back here. So just pushing and pulling with the toes. So just go as far forward as you can with the wrists. There's no need to strain here. Just forward and back, forward and back. Dropping the knees now. Bringing the chin to the chest, or chin and chest down to the ground, and then rise up, baby cobra. Interlacing your fingers, lift the heart center. Plug the hips to the floor, same with the top of the feet, and breathe. As you exhale, let go of the hands. Press yourself up and back with a strong core, downward facing dog. Lifting the right leg up. Now open up the hip here. Then bringing your right knee to your left elbow, twist. Bring it all the way back up. Bringing the right knee to the right elbow. Bring it all the way back up. Bringing the right knee in towards the chest. Bringing it all the way back up. Now we're going to do the same sequence, but we're going to stay in one spot. So twist to the left, then go to the right away, and then into the center. And then stepping it forward into a low lunge. Inhale, breathe in, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine. So now we're keeping the back leg lifted as we go into our version of cat-cows here. We'll do one more. Absolutely fabulous. Now this time, bringing the left leg in towards your right. So you're stepping forward. Forward fold here, interlace opposite elbows if you like, or just hang out for a little while and just breathe. Now we're going to get into some pretty fiery action here. So bringing the big toes together, heels separate, we're going to come into chair pose. So bend the knees heavily, send the hips down, lift the arms towards the ears, using your upper back to do so. So we're going to be here for just under 30 seconds or so. Don't think about the time, just focus on breathing. Focus on building heat, and it's okay if your legs are starting to burn. Breathe through. Sometimes the best way is not around, it is through. You got this. Beautiful. Bringing the hands down, stepping back now with your right leg. Inhale and exhale into those little cat-cows. So we're just going to reverse what we've just done on the other side. One more little cat-cow. Absolutely stunning. All right, bringing the right leg up to the center, then to the left, and then to the right, twisting. And then send it all the way back up. Bring it in to the center, raise it back up, over to the side, all the way up, and knee finally into that twist, and bring it all the way up. Beautiful. Send it down to downward facing dog, then roll through into a plank, and then chaturanga, and now hold your chaturanga. You can have an option of staying on the knees or lifting up into the toes. Pause, hold, yes, build heat. On your next inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Right leg to lift, bring it into the center to twist, and then to the left, into the center, all the way back up. Step it forward, and stepping your back leg to meet. Chair pose here right away. We're just holding for a little bit. We're just going to add on here. So continuing to hold, then bringing the hands to heart center, twist to your left. Deep breath in through the belly. Keep holding that chair position. Knees are aligned here. Then bring the hands up and then go into the other side. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Hands come up. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping back, the other side. Lifting up through your one leg there and bring it in all the way up. I forgot which leg we're doing here, so just do the other side. And then all the way back up. Go into a nice little twist. And then up. Beautiful. Placing it back down. Roll through that spine. Hold that chaturanga, your version, whether it be on your toes or your knees. Then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Absolutely stunning. So here we're just going to begin to lift the heels and then bring the heels back down, like you're getting ready to launch. Now this is just an option. Bend your knees and jump towards the top of your mat in a wide-legged position. We're coming right down into Malasana or low squat. So however you need to get there. So if you'd like to have some support underneath your heels to get your bum a little bit lower, please do so. Or if you'd like to sit on a block or something to support you, then that's great. Wherever you can get a tall spine. So now here, we're just going to begin to open up the hips. So pressing your right hand into your right knee, and then kind of like lift your body up and away as you press the knee away from you. So we're stretching into the sides, into the hip, making a little bit more space here. Now you might find you're really tight and can't fully extend the arm, and that's okay. We'll just go to the other side when you're ready here. I always find that one side's a little bit tighter than the other. And all is good in the hood, my friends. Just make some space in your hips. Bring your hands back to heart center. And then very carefully rise up and then bring the feet back into a nice little forward fold. Bend through the knees, rising up into our chair pose. This is our last time, but this time I'm going to take it balancing. So rise up, bringing your left leg all the way up, and then warrior three, sending that left leg back. Then we're going to come into Shiva Squat. So you're going to bend through the left knee and bring it behind your right knee or your calf. and then shoot it back into warrior 3. It's very normal to feel a little unbalanced here. We're doing it again, bringing the knee in behind. Bringing it back, warrior 3. Shiva Squat. And lifting up that left knee, bringing it back down to meet the other. Come back into chair, lifting the arms. Lifting up your right knee now, and we're going into the same thing. So nice and carefully send it back, warrior 3. Begin here. And then Shiva Squat on the other side. So bringing the right knee in towards behind the left knee and back out, warrior 3. This is 2. We're doing one more here. Bringing it in and back to warrior 3, and then bring it all the way up. Stepping down, chair pose, last time, just to bring it right back up. Forward fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop or jump it back or step it back. Vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. So we built up some heat, so now we're going to cool it down. Bringing your right leg up and back and into pigeon. So square off the hips. This is probably one of the most important parts here of pigeon, of course, in making sure that your knees feel great, or at least secured. And we're just going to keep it high here in pigeon. So I just want you to focus on breathing. You don't have to be completely still here, but just really focus and be present. Taking a few more deep breaths in and out. And then veering off into one side of your glutes and then swinging your back leg around, extending it in front of you. Other foot will go into the inside of your straight leg. Arms up, and then just round the spine, forward fold over the straight leg. And just breathe again. Bring yourself back to presence. And just relax here. Don't worry too much about form now. Just let it go. Roll it all the way up here, cross at the ankles and come back into downward facing dog. Coming into the other side pigeon, so lift your leg up and settle on in, squaring off those hips. And either you love or you hate pigeon, or you have an unbalanced relationship with it here. I have grown to love pigeon. When I first started, it was a pretty brutal stretch for me to get into, but now it's really nice. There are some days that it's still harder than others, depending what I'm holding in. But overall, it's such a beautiful stretch. Breathe and relax. There's nothing else for you to do. Then rolling off into your one glute and bringing the back leg around, keeping it straight out in front of you. The other leg goes into the inner thigh. Raise the arms up and forward fold. Let it go. Set yourself up into position and then release your arms to wherever they fall. Remember to breathe. Full belly breaths here. Nice and easily, rolling up your vertebrae, sitting tall. And then let's just come down onto our backs here, bringing the knees into center. Give yourself a little hug and a little rock from side to side. And we'll just veer the hips off to one side to drop the knees to the other for a twist. Again, breathe deeply. And bringing the legs up to center, just scooch the hips all the way to the other side. Knees will go along with it to the opposite side. And again, just relax. Deep breaths. One of the best things you can do for your body and for your mind is to breathe fully and deeply. Bring your hips back to center, and here we end in Shavasana. Won't be here for too long, so really just soak it all in. Shavasana is the final resting pose of any given yoga practice, any physical asanas. It's to symbolize the end and to remain still. This can sometimes be the hardest pose. This is where your mind will start to wander, but I encourage you to bring it back to your breath. Just watch the belly rise and fall. Remember, you are here now, so breathe and relax. Begin just to now wiggle the wrists and the ankles. Bring the knees back into the center, giving yourself a great big hug. Wrap your hands around. Show yourself some love. And go off to one side and pushing yourself up into a comfortable seat just to acknowledge your practice today. So take that time to acknowledge your efforts, the time that you've taken out to be here. You always feel good. Bringing your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra. Bowing your heads in so much gratitude for your body, for your mind and for your life, in whichever form it comes. From my heart to yours, namaste. See you next time. Bye.